Tonight on The Extra Factor, The Aftermath.
Whoa, calm down, calm down. He's not got to take all that on the stage with him.
This feeling is just horrible when you find out that someone you know is going, because you get so attached.
This is going to make you stronger, you see me?
I'm on plane on tarmac at Heathrow. Will call from Dublin.
At the end of the day, every week someone else is going to go.
I'm dead proud because I've just put a wash on for the first time in my life.
Every Saturday night, they sing live for your votes. The 16 to 24-year-olds, under the wing of the ever-youthful record supremo, Simon Cowell. The 25s and over, managed by no-nonsense rock manager Sharon Osbourne. And the groups, led by Ireland's very own pop Svengali, Louis Walsh. Every week, the Extra Factor, The Aftermath, is your chance to catch the fallout from Saturday. Our cameras will take you where no one else is allowed to go, bringing you exclusive access to the loser's story, revealing what goes on inside the X Factor house, taking you to the top secret rehearsals, and much, much more in the life of X Factor finalists. This is the Extra Factor, The Aftermath. Week 2 in the studio, and the X Factor was to take yet another unexpected turn. Once again, the crowds went wild, and it wasn't just for the kilts. This week, the theme was Rod Stewart, and the singing was exceptional. But there was as much pressure on Louis as the remaining 11 acts. Having lost one of his 4, would he lose another tonight? Many of the contestants had taken to singing live like a duck to water, and the judges were full of praise.
You're a tremendous performer.
Your voice is absolutely superb.
The audience love you.
You will make the final.
You owned that stage.
You have an amazing voice.
But then things took a turn, and the judges reverted to type.
There were some tuning problems.
There was no great star quality coming from the stage.
Things started getting tense with Simon's comments about the McDonald brothers.
I thought it was absolutely terrible.
Give them a chance. They're young guys.
But when it got to Dion, it appeared the judges' infighting would get out of hand.
Any rehearsal... Let me finish.
Back in there.
Finish. The problem is the performance is very clumsy.
How can you say Simon wrong?
Because it's
Look,
very...
why don't
I'll
you
tell you why.
get it out, say you don't want to hear.
With all the acts on stage, they were then told one by one whether they were safe or not. Until there was just 3 of them remaining: Fiona, For Sure, and Robert.
The final act, definitely coming back next Saturday, is Leona!
With For Sure and Robert left in the sing-off, once again Simon had to make the decision.
The artist I am going to send home is For Sure.
Close to nothing now.
So, For Sure are going home.
The same old scenario.
And a lucky escape for Robert.
My performance was messy. It was messy today. It was messy today, but I've learned from it. It ain't gonna happen again.
And a lucky escape for Sharon too. But For Sure remained philosophical.
We did our best. We really did our best, and you know, we engaged the audience and we engaged people at home. So we just don't know why.
You can just do your best. That's all you can do. I don't know what to say, and then
This is what it's like.
Louis went straight to his dressing room, but he's insistent that he's not out of the competition just yet.
Maybe singing Rod Stewart wasn't what they wanted to do, but only one act's going to win anyway, so I've got 2 left. I'm going to work harder.
Poor Louis. Louis is gutted. To lose 2 weeks in succession is really tough.
I wasn't surprised to see For Sure in the bottom 2. I was kind of expecting it. It wasn't a difficult decision. They wouldn't have lasted much longer. Whereas Robert, with the right song, he could be there for a while. And I think once again, Louis screwed it up. You mentor the artist, they go out, it's your responsibility.
I don't really care what Simon thinks. It doesn't really matter. Last year, he lost 2 groups on the first 2 shows as well. Don't forget that. Remember Robson and Jerome? And Zig and Zag?
No one knows what's going to happen in this competition at the moment. But I have to say, I was really surprised to see Robert there, because he did a blinder tonight. He was amazing. I feel terrible for the For Sure lads. I really liked Chris. I got on so well with him. It seems I'm losing my friends every week, and it's quite horrible sometimes.
Do you know what? I thought they were really, really good, and I don't think they deserved to go at all. But, you know, you can never tell how the public's going to vote.
For them to do any Rod Stewart was going to be an unusual choice for them, and I thought it was lovely. I think it showed off that Jermaine also had a lovely voice. I thought that was outstanding.
We knew it would be very difficult being up against Robert. And with the song which we had, you know, against the song which he had, you know, it kind of, you know, I don't know.
And we didn't go out because we can't sing. We went out of the competition because Simon didn't like the song. Well, that's what it boiled down to, really.
I'm glad I wasn't one of the judges who had to make the decision. I think that both of those people were very, very talented, and I think For Sure had tremendous potential. I really did. As far as a close harmony group, thinking about something like that in the UK at the moment, we don't have a Boyz II Men style group. It would have been great.
Then For Sure retired to their dressing room to be consoled by members of their family.
I just think they did great with the song that they were given. They sang it flawlessly. I thought they were brilliant. And the nation has seen them, and the nation can judge a lot better than Simon can.
That's right.
For Robert and his judge Sharon, being in the bottom two is a sobering moment.
I'm biased, so of course I think it was the right decision made today because it meant that I kept Robert in. So, you know, I'm not going to argue with that.
I'm more confused every week about who ends up on the bottom two. And his comments were great. And there he was. Help me or them because they're asking me and I don't have an answer.
I don't have an answer. I wish I had. Keep saying to everyone, if only we all had a crystal ball. But he's got to pull back. All this adrenaline going the whole time, and it's like, whoa, calm down, calm down. He's not got to take all that on the stage with him.
Tonight was a close call for me because my vocal talent is much bigger than what I've been showing you guys, and I can't afford to slip now, you know, and I'm just gonna have to step my game right up. But having Simon save me, I mean, I really cannot thank him enough for that. I'm gonna do everything that I need to do to make sure I don't ever go back in the bottom two again.
As For Sure collect their belongings from their dressing room, Ray has a few words to say.
I'm just shocked, mate. Honest to God, I'm speechless, but you know what they've got to do, and you know, you haven't seen the last of them, and I know that, and so do they.
See you in the papers. See you in the magazines.
Disappointed, as well as the group. You know, we went there and did our best. But you know, sometimes when you get pushed out the nest early, you learn to fly quicker. As the night goes on, when people are coming up to you and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, you know, you didn't deserve to go out," and you know, it starts to dawn on you, you know, you're not part of this journey no more.
I think the sky's the limit For Sure, and I think you probably didn't get to see all that.
Just after midnight, the remaining contestants head back to the house. And the journey home is a time to reflect on the result.
Like For Sure and all that, we all got on really well. A bit of playful banter, a bit of fighting, which they can't do, by the way. But yeah, they were really nice lads, and to know that they're going is devastating to us because we all got on really well.
Each week as people are going to go out, you're just going to feel horrible, and this feeling is just horrible when you find out that someone you know is going, because you get so attached. It's just horrible.
Last Saturday, the survivors threw a big party, but tonight, no one's in party mood.
Don't let it get to you. This is the beginning. Promise me. You've got no problems. Don't worry about it. You've got no problems whatsoever. This is going to make you stronger, you see me? Hey, it's going to make you stronger, all right? We're all going to miss you terribly, but listen, it's not the end of the world.
Being in this house, man, it's made me feel welcome. This whole journey's made me feel special and made me feel more. You know, I'd rather play the music
Obviously, I know that would have happened, but I'd rather play the music and just to have this feeling the way you guys are.
But there's one carload of people still missing from the house.
We've been stuck in traffic for an hour. We haven't moved. The taxi drivers just took us to our destination, which is called Eaton Road, because he asked us where we're going. And we said, oh no, we're from Eaton Road. And he took us to the wrong place, so now we've got to go another half an hour.
So, having made an unplanned stop on their journey home, Eaton Road and Nikita finally get back to the house, an hour and a half after everybody else. The boys head straight to bed, but for Nikita, having to say goodbye to For Sure is playing on her mind.
The fact that the boys are going to be gone is going to be quite empty because we had quite a laugh with them. They were quite funny. I'm just going to miss them. The house just getting emptier and emptier, and the fact that it's a group, it's not one person, it's like 4 of them. We're just all going to miss them, but in the end, everyone is going to have to leave eventually.
Coming up.
Oh, Kerry, that's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
That's a worry to me, because he's going to be out there naked, just himself and the piano.
This is my week, you know, I love all this stuff.
No one expects it, but you dread that moment of being in the bottom 2.
Danny's next. Push in front, you'll find your clothes in the back garden. Love, Danny.
You there? Hello? Hello? Oh, right. The last show, I got put down into the final 2. Wow. The emotions was like, I could not believe it. This is just some kind of crazy journey. Really crazy. But, you know, I just knew that I had to get out there and give it my 150%. You know, I'm not gonna give up, because I was born to entertain. This is my life, this is my journey, and I'm really working hard to make it through to the final. Rob, stay on top of your game. Don't get too above yourself, son.
Sunday morning, and ahead of their first press engagement, the For Sure boys are starting to pack up their belongings.
I think it's all sunk in now that we're going home. I can't see where we went wrong, really. We gave it our best, and you know, we walk away proud but disappointed. We just got to get our feet back on the ground.
It's difficult to understand what exactly happened or come to terms with it. I don't know if we ever will, but it just didn't work out.
Kind of took a big knock last night. Obviously, we wasn't expecting it. I mean, no one expects it, but you dread that moment of being in the bottom 2.
I've got no regrets. We did what we were asked to do, and at the end of the day, you can't do more than that.
Before the boys leave the house for the last time, they have to head into central London to the X Factor headquarters to face the press.
It's been like a roller coaster, like everyone says. It really is, just ups and downs. But like the whole experience has been fun. Like I wouldn't have traded the experience for the world. Just feeling a bit gutted right now, but we're gonna carry on doing our thing because we live for music. That's what we do.
But we can't complain, really. You know, that we've had this experience, and you know, we're sad that we're going home, but at the same time, privileged.
It's time for the boys to face Fleet Street's finest and relive last night.
How surprised were you to be in the bottom 2 last night?
Very surprised. This year, everybody was on a high level, so it could have been anyone. It could have been anyone in the bottom 2.
We're really proud of ourselves for getting this far in the X Factor. I mean, we're out of second, but you know, we're still
11th out of 100,000.
Who would you like to see, and who do you think will win the X Factor now?
I would like to see For Sure winning, obviously.
For sure.
On the other side of town, rehearsals for next week are getting underway. And the first to routine is Simon's category. And this week's theme is Big Band. The morning is going extremely well. Ash, Nikita, Ray and Leona are striding ahead.
Simon's made a really good choice. I've got a really good team behind me, so very, very happy.
I'm just really excited because I can do a lot on stage with this, but at the same time do a lot of different things with my voice.
This is my week, you know, I love all this stuff. Just listen to all the other guys getting their songs and I'm thinking, I know that one, oh, that'll be good.
And for first thing on a Sunday morning, everybody seems to be having too much fun.
I wish every Sunday was like this. We've just done the young ones, the under 25s, and it's fantastic. Everyone's really happy. Everyone just went through their songs, we set them, we timed them, they went home. So hopefully the rest of the day goes like this, but it's a great week at the moment, so hope it stays this way.
But for the McDonald's, the situation is very different. For 2 weeks now, despite keeping out of the bottom two, they've failed to impress Simon and are anxious that the song they sing this week will finally win him over. But that may be harder than you think.
Well, we've just heard the song, and I mean, it's a decent swing song. I mean, we're not big swing fans, but I think we need something
good,
a bit more sparkle to it. You know, it's the word that you keep using, star quality, and I don't think we could show any star quality through that song. It's not getting into my head. It's just boring. You know what I mean?
Vocal coach Evie tries to make contact with Louis to see if he can help the boys' indecisiveness. But Louis is on a flight and can't be contacted. So, in the meantime, the boys work with the music team to try out some other song ideas.
What is the official title of this week's swing? Is it Big Band? And that Andy Williams one's not Big Band, is it?
Not technically, but maybe.
Because I love it.
It could be.
Which one?
I love you, baby.
Let's give it a go. Let's see what it's like, and then, but we'll wait to hear from Louis so that we know we're going that way. And then if he's not happy, we can do the other one.
Yeah.
Then the moment comes and Louis gets in touch, and he has a few other ideas which might help the boys feel more confident.
I'm on plane on tarmac at Heathrow. Will call from Dublin. A song idea. Ain't that a kick in the head or beyond the sea?
Somewhere beyond the sea.
Brian and Craig are now spoilt for choice, and vocal coach Mark tries to convince the boys that going with Louis' suggestion of Beyond the Sea is the best way forward.
All of the money notes can be given to you.
Yeah, at the end with it's the arranging it.
Yeah.
So I think it's just got a big, massive climax at the top.
Massive.
Maybe you need to text him as well, saying that.
I don't think it's as good as for harmony-wise, though.
Well, you know, he actually he's making a point there, because
And soon Louis sneaks out another text to try and reassure the boys that together they'll work it out.
He just texts back saying if song's not working, we'll change it. I'm on a plane just now, which you shouldn't be texting then. Have an idea, don't panic.
But it soon emerges that the real problem is even closer to home.
You want to do what?
Andy Williams, what's the name of it?
Can't Take My Eyes Off You.
Eyes
And then you want to do
Beyond the Sea.
Okay, so there's our dilemmas. Which one?
So musical director Nigel offers the boys a solution.
Let's routine both songs. You go away with 2 versions, one of each song, and then we'll ring him later on. And I'll tell him what I think, and you guys can tell him what you think, and then he can decide between the 2 later.
So Craig and Brian agree to postpone their decision. But I'm still not convinced they'll agree. Monday morning, and the For Sure boys continue their publicity tour. First stop is GMTV, where they're going to be chatting with a certain good-looking young man on the sofa.
Hi, I'm Chris from For Sure. Welcome to GMTV. Standing in for Bed Shepherd. We're here just at the minute.
Easy. Bit too talented for my liking.
Oh dear, you were robbed.
Morning, we were robbed. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. We were robbed while we were awake.
And Louis been saying in one of the newspapers, Jermaine, that he thinks Simon's got it in for his acts this year and actually he's just trying to get rid of them. Do you think that's the case?
It could be the case, because whatever Simon says, he has a big effect on
So
the
what next
votes.
for you guys? Is it just sort of, we're out, back to the drawing board? I mean, what are you going to do?
No, we're going to move on. We're going to, you know, obviously there's people who voted for us to keep us in till the second week, so we have got some supporters out.
GMTV, man.
With their last interview over, the boys then head back to the house to say their farewells to the remaining X Factor finalists.
Hey, Rondo.
It has gotten to see them go. It's just going to feel empty now. It's like 2 groups gone. There's only 2 left out the groups now, so.
Words can't describe. I'm so sad to see them go. And I can identify with them more because I know exactly how they felt when they were in that bottom 2. I think now as time's going on, people are really starting to realise the reality of the situation, you know. At the end of the day, every week someone else is going to go.
Another week, another act's gone. It's safe to say the For Sure boys will be sorely missed. At the contestants' top secret mansion, there's some breaking news.
I'm dead proud because I've just put a wash on for the first time in my life, so I'm going to show David how
He's mollycoddled by his mother.
My
So
mum
I've taught him how
loves
to
me.
wash clothes, so when he gets back home, he can now do his own washing.
Look. Spinning every...
Yay!
I made up my little self, you know.
How sad.
Look what I've done, so no one. I'll push in front of me. Danny's next, push in front and you'll find your clothes in the back garden. Love Danny. Sick of people pushing in
I've
front
done
of
his
me.
washing all week, and now he's learned how to do it, and his mother can now sit back and relax because I'm going to tell him that he's taught. I've learned him how to wash some clothes. Next is to cook.
I cooked this morning, you missed it.
No, Kerry cooked for him this morning. He just advised, stood and watched.
As if Eton Road's domestic skills were ever in doubt, they promptly sat down for a healthy and hearty meal, 2 bowls of cereal and a takeaway.
All we do is eat cereal and soup. We're Danny, he's the takeout king. He has takeout about 10 times.
I haven't had takeout in about 4 days.
You had it last night?
Pizza?
Pizza, that's takeout.
Pizza?
What you eat now?
Cereal.
You just don't eat very healthy at all, boys.
That's good.
He doesn't.
carry.
Us 3 do.
Sushi, we share sushi.
Yeah, we share sushi.
This is healthy.
This is a healthy diet, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just dough and cheese.
Carbohydrates.
Can't cook,
I'm sure there's got to be protein in there somewhere.
Yeah, like the box. Listen, guys, you do need to pick up on eating thing, you know?
We can't cook.
I agree.
I burn everything.
I had salad the other day. It was on a chicken sandwich burger, but it was...
He has takeout all the time. We eat healthy, just not properly.
You know what you need? You need a good hearty Scottish meal. I'm going to cook you something that you'll love and something that'll fill up that tummy of yours rather than...
I think his belly's already full.
Say my hand.
With Kerry offering to cook the boys a healthy meal, surely from now on the biggest fear for them will be if Kerry leaves the house before they do. The McDouble brothers are still unsure about their song choice for Saturday. As they practice in their bedroom, Louis calls to discuss their plans.
Hello. Well, I'm just going to put you on the speakerphone, Louis, if that's okay. Right, the camera's there, okay? 2 seconds, man. Hello, Louis.
It's Louis. I'm in Dublin. How are you?
Not bad at all. Yourself?
I'm not bad.
Cool, cool.
I've been doing a list of songs for starting. I was hoping you liked and I liked and the public liked.
Right.
Andy Williams.
The big kind of drums, I love you, B, that one.
Yeah.
Brilliant, yeah, know the one.
I think it would suit your voice. I think it'd be good for the show, and because it's up tempo, it would show the McDonald's in a different light.
That sounds good to us. We'll give it a shot at that.
And your brother, does he like it?
Yes.
Does he have a say?
He does, of course he does. Yeah, it's 50-50 all the way, Louis.
Are you happy with that?
Yes, if you're happy with that, we're definitely happy. Absolutely, definitely.
Because I have other songs if you don't like that anyway.
No, that's perfect, Louis.
You're doing a great job, And I mean, the fact that the Carol is slagging you off, don't let it get you, because obviously people like you. You have been in the bottom two.
That's
you know loads of people like you in Ireland and Scotland.
Good,
you know?
good. Well, if we keep that, stay at the bottom two, we should be okay. So we just need
Absolutely. But if you get in the bottom two, you know they're going to send you home.
Definitely. So
we know that.
Yeah, but we just need to avoid
it. We have
it.
to work even harder this week.
Absolutely, We just pull everything out. You know what I mean? We just try as best we can.
Listen, you have the talent, you have the voice. That's why I picked you.
Yeah,
you know?
thanks. Well, appreciate you, and we know you're behind us. Exactly.
I don't want to lose another one.
Exactly, Lou. Don't worry, you won't be losing one this week.
So I'll be talking to you later on in the week about clothes and stuff.
Cool.
But that's the song. Get working on it.
Great
Give it your best. I know you can do it.
Right, no bother. Thanks for letting us know, Louis. Anyway, okay.
Okay.
Great. Speak to you soon. Louis.
Cheers,
Bye.
Louis. See ya.
Bye. Bye. Legend. Happy with that. Definitely happy with that. It's between the two songs, that's the one we would have definitely picked. Like Over the Moon, please, just can't wait to get it sorted and get practicing it, because it's going to sound great. It'll be really, really good.
Coming up.
I can see the baby inside her stomach, you get what I'm saying? I'm really excited.
I need to be grounded for this, otherwise I'm going to lose my vocal with all the movement, so.
That's as good as Blood. That's as close as Eating Road's getting to Blood in this.
I've never actually done a dance number yet on the X Factor, so this is going to be something new and different.
I just want to say, I liked it on you and everything. Performing on the stage is absolutely amazing. You know, one of the best things about it is seeing my family out there, and we got all the banners up and everything. You see them like, yeah, come on, like looking at you going, go ahead, do it. And then you just get that in you then, and you just go, right, this is it. This is what I'm here for, let's go. I love that stage.
It's Tuesday, and before Dion heads off for today's rehearsals, she has a look back at last Saturday's show.
Yeah, Dion, I think you're a very good singer. The problem is the performance is very clumsy.
Rubbish! That does upset me, because I really don't think my performance was clumsy, you know. I'll take on board what he was saying, but I'm not sure how it was clumsy. I mean, I don't think any performance can ever be 100% perfect, but I really don't think I was clumsy.
Dion can then meet with the X Factor choreographer Ashley, where she runs through her song. And although she'll take on what Simon has said, she doesn't want it to affect her performance.
Because one thing I noticed last week when I was singing, the team was going, tonight's the night. Because I was walking, it distorted my vocal bit, but it's because I was walking too fast. Because of the nerves. So I don't want that to happen again.
No, cool.
I just
let's just play it around here.
Yeah.
And if there's a band, just use all that as your big thing.
I just don't want Mr. Cowell to... It's just too clumsy, you know?
No, he just says that.
Oh, well, you know. You know, there might be a bit of a break in the middle of the song. I might do something a bit jazzy, but, you know, generally, on a whole, I'm going to keep it quiet still. Right now, I'm really focused on my song and doing the best performance that I can vocally, because at the end of the day, it's a singing competition, so I really want to make sure that my vocals are on point, more so than my footwork. I need to be grounded for this, otherwise I'm going to lose my vocal with all the movement, so yeah, stay tuned. And I'm not clumsy.
For the last 2 weeks, all the judges have given Ben rave reviews. But when he starts to routine his song for this Saturday, both Ben and his vocal coach Mark think the big band theme will be his hardest challenge so far.
I'm actually concerned about Ben this week because, big band is not his forte. that even he is slightly insecure because he's so far out of his element. In the song that we picked for him, we decided to let him play the piano because it brings the comfort zone back to him. But I could see in his face today that he's still like a fish out of water.
Light up your face with gladness. The problem we've got at the moment is that Sharon doesn't want loads of strings and loads of things done on it. She just wants piano.
Sharon has made a decision not to use the orchestra on Ben's song. And quite frankly, that's a worry to me because he's going to be out there naked, just himself and a piano without the support of 26, 28 musicians. No, she doesn't want that. She wants it to be a moment. And remember, going off what Simon said, boy, I really liked you there, but when the band kicked in, it was a suck fest. So this is the time when we have a chance to say, okay, unsuck this.
We've got a piano at the house, so I can actually sit and just learn the chords because my piano playing is basic. I really like the idea of putting some strings on the track because I think that it would just make, it would give it some more dynamics. And also, if you've got an orchestra sitting behind you, it would almost be criminal not to use them. So we'll talk about it. We'll see what Sharon thinks, give her the option, and she knows best. She knows what she's doing. I'll go with whatever she says. So I'm sure she'll make the right choice.
When Nikita gets to rehearse with Evie, they realise her song has a long instrumental section. So Evie takes Nikita to the X Factor choreographer, Ashley.
There's a big break where she has to completely dance with no singing.
Yep.
So we need something there. And we can do more with it musically, but I thought perhaps it's something dancing-wise that you need to do with that.
No, we can give it a move.
Ashley works out not just a routine for the instrumental section, but also some extra moves for the most emotional parts of the song.
I've never actually done a dance number yet on the X Factor, so this is going to be something new and different. I used to dance when I was younger, but it's been like a while now. I hope that I'm fit enough to be able to hold a note and dance at the same time.
But dancing doesn't come naturally to Nikita.
No. Oh, I just hope I get it right on stage. So I'm kind of panicking now.
I know she's probably not that comfortable doing big dance moves, but I think you really need to sell these songs.
I hope I don't sweat or jump around as much as Rob does.
For every contestant, being on the X Factor involves living away from home and barely a moment off. And for some, like Robert, whose girlfriend is 7 months pregnant, any spare time is invaluable. Today, he's arranged a very special appointment.
I'm going to have my scan with my girlfriend, and this is the 4D scan where it's going to look like I can see the baby inside her stomach. You get what I'm saying? I'm really excited.
Robert only gets to see his girlfriend after the show on Saturday nights, so today, for the scan, he's arranged to meet her on Harley Street.
This is my girlfriend, Samia. My career is important to me, but also my baby's important to me as well. So, you know what I mean? It's just like double whammy, man. We're just both excited and we can't wait. Can't wait.
Robert and Samia's baby is due a week after the X Factor finals, so it could be a very busy December.
Moving around now, coming around looking at us, yeah? Look at that. Baby's face.
Yeah.
And there. That's the baby's arm, okay.
Drum and bass.
Drum and bass.
Yeah. Jungle is my state. So we like it.
There's a hand coming up. Do you see that? You see that hand?
It's quite bizarre to see it, but it was
on the 4D, you know what I mean? We've seen it on the normal scan. To see it on the 4D scan, it's just like, yeah, it was amazing. And yeah, we like it. So it's cool. Thank you.
So after a brief goodbye, Samia heads home. But before Robert heads back, he gets recognised in the street.
She watches. Yeah, she's rooting for you.
Hey,
We
thank
couldn't
you so
believe
much.
it on Saturday night. You didn't deserve that in the slightest. You were fantastic.
Thank you. I'm going to take it down a notch this Saturday and give more vocals, and I hope you got appreciate it.
Yeah,
Man.
you've got a beautiful voice.
Thank you so
Good
much.
luck.
Take care. Bye-bye, baby. Bye.
This series of The X Factor has more Scottish contestants than any other year. So, who better than Kerry and Nikita to rustle up the perfect hearty Scottish meal for those wee Sassenach boys from Eton Road?
What would normally be in a haggis? Well, sheep's lungs and heart and blood and oatmeal. We're going to be playing a little trick on Eton Road, because the truth of the matter is they're going to be getting a vegetarian one. Carrot, some kidney beans.
That is blood.
Yeah, that's as good as blood. That's as close as Eton Road's getting to blood in this.
Oh, yeah.
Now we need to give it a really good mix. Work it all together, get this butter.
You're in for a treat.
And then Nikita welcomed in the guinea pigs.
It's a hearty meal.
We made it especially for you guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think it's delicious.
It is, it's really nice, isn't it?
Got spice to it. It's cold.
That's nice.
It's a Scottish meal and it's haggis, sheep's brains, liver, intestine, heart. All the good parts. And maybe a few eyeballs have been slipped in there somewhere.
No
See it now.
Oh yeah,
Drink me,
it's winking. There's a few ingredients that.
Oh, Kerry, that's disgusting. It's absolutely
the other ingredient?
disgusting.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah. And it does taste like liver. It
It's
does.
actually a vegetarian
Oh, yeah.
haggis.
You think that it was really? We have succeeded.
One for the Scots.
Coming up.
Hopefully at some point he's going to give us a half decent comment.
There were certain parts of me that you couldn't see because they were that tight.
Never take a moment for granted because you don't know when you're going to go.
Every week, The Aftermath gives you the chance to win one of the personal effects from the X Factor house.
Oh, hi everyone. This week, you get a chance to win my personal and very precious prized possession, MP3 player. This is my safe haven. I take it everywhere in me to listen to my tracks, to practice, rehearse, and it holds loads of songs so you'll never get bored.
To win Dion's massive 1 gig MP3 player, plus this exclusive Slimline digital radio straight from the house, and 2 tickets to next week's live studio show, all you have to do is tell us. Last week's special guest, Rod Stewart, is engaged to which famous model? A. Penny Lane, B. Penny Lancaster, or C. Penny Farthing? Ring us with your answer on 0901 293 40 40, or text WIN followed by A, B or C to 84383. And most of all, good luck!
Last Saturday's show, there was 3 of us left on the stage. It was me, Rob, and for sure. And I knew that only one person could be saved to definitely go on to the show next week. My heart was in my throat. I could see my mum and dad's faces. I could just see them getting really upset. And then Kate called my name and it was just so overwhelming. I got really emotional and really teary and upset. Living in the house has been such a great experience. I just really wanted to stay. I'm just so thankful to be here. Never take a moment for granted because you don't know when you're going to go.
A big part of the X Factor experience is styling. Ensuring all our finalists look dapper on a Saturday night is a crack team of stylists who are about to get their mitts on the Eton Road boys.
Right.
So it's big band week, and traditionally it's quite sort of, very tuxedo, very black and white, very smart. but we like to keep it with something that you would normally wear.
What's the look called this week, that one?
You're a decadent dandy, aren't you? Dressed in black, a bit of sparkle.
It's very Victorian, isn't it, outfit though? Especially when it's all like sewn in place. It'll look really effective, I think, very me. So it's all about being odd, isn't it?
Susan got these out one day for me, and I sort of looked like a woman because there were certain parts of me that you couldn't see because they were that tight. But yeah, James has got them this week.
They're quite tight round the a little bit too tight, I think.
Maybe that's a no-go, huh?
Too sexy. I'm too sexy for this shirt, I think. Don't know about the pants though.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute.
She means manly and rugged.
It's great working with someone like Easton Road because they have an individual look, but they're still sort of quite young with it, but they're very adventurous, so they're not shy about trying on different things, which is great. So even if it's something out of the ordinary, bar the white jeans, they're sort of quite up for it, which is nice. Yeah.
Even though Craig and Brian take comfort from the huge support they get from their fans back home, there's still something else on their mind when it comes to looking forward to this Saturday.
This week's been quite a tough week, just with the song choice amongst other things. But on Saturday night, I mean, we know we're going to pull it off again. It's just one of those things. It's just the only thing we keep thinking about is Simon.
What's he going to say this week?
Doesn't seem to do. No matter what we do, it's so hard to please him. I don't know. I just don't know what we're going to do to try and get him turned round and please him.
Hopefully at some point he's going to give us a half-decent comment.
And every single week, I mean, Louis tell us that the Scots are always behind us, and we do. I mean, we totally believe it because we just had so many cards and just everything through, and just a lot of support.
For example, we're getting just like fan mail and stuff all the time, left, right and centre from all over the place, which we absolutely love. You know what I mean? It's just good to get some like positive comments from the people that's actually watching the show and stuff.
The only thing we can keep thinking in the back of our minds, all the support we've got back home, and that's what's keeping us going.
That night, most of the young uns have gathered in the kitchen for a bit of a dance. And it soon turns into a special lesson.
Right, Annie's going to show us how to be Prince. Turn around, kid. Turn around.
But in the front room, there's someone else who's more concerned with Saturday. Ben is hard at work rehearsing, and his greatest problem for this weekend is not his singing ability, it's his fingers.
Last week it was easy to play the piano because it was only a very small piano part, but this is like piano all the way through. It's got to be perfect, basically. This is a lot more challenging for me because Rod Stewart, you know, it's got the sort of rock element in it, and this is not rock. This is big band. That's the time you must keep on trying. I'm worried about these guys here because I've noticed when I'm on stage and I'm singing, I do this, I'm sort of shake the microphone, and I'm worried that when I'm singing and playing, I'm going to have this sort of shaky hands. It's going to sound a little bit like that. I am practicing this song full on now. I've got some headphones for the keyboard, so I can practice into the night now.
So it's been a week of mixed emotions for the finalists, but one thing's for sure, they'll all be aiming high for this Saturday. Join us again on Friday at 8:30 on ITV2's Excess All Areas, where we're behind the scenes with all the contestants as they rehearse for the Saturday show. And round off the perfect week by switching over to us straight after both the ITV1 shows on Saturday night, where we'll have all the immediate reaction from the judges, the losing contestants and celebrity guests. And don't forget to be back here at 8 p.m. next Thursday for more The Extra Factor, The Aftermath, where you can catch all the fallout from the live shows and even more exclusive access to Life in the House.